Everybody, this is a great start. Welcome to Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Wow.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Draig Dice, the Pathfinder 2nd edition stream here on the Bunny and Dragon Network. We're joined today. I am Dragon, the Dungeon Master. We are joined today by a very ticky bunny. Hello bunny.
Hello.
And we are joined by Amelia and Sword.
Hello.
It's going to be a bit of a ticky day today. That's okay. Oh dear. So.
I was out of nowhere.
Okay, so last week, totally. No, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Bitch.
So last year, during our last Pathfinder session, the party, you guys, fought against a huge horde of zombies that had interrupted the Heroes Feast celebrations in Wayside City. A giant horde of zombies interrupted the celebrations near the end of the day and attacked people indiscriminately. You fought along with some mages, a priestess, and the king's guards, and managed to fight back and kill the last of the zombies that were attacking you. We jump straight back in. As the last of the zombies has been killed. You are all stood around. There are zombie corpses littered around everywhere, including that of the zombie lord, this big, powerful zombie that you all fought against, that wielded a scythe. There's a zombie giant that's lying dead in the near one of the buildings, and a whole bunch of smaller zombies just strewn around. A few dead civilians are also being strewn around, lying dead. Some of the soldiers going over to the civilians, checking on them, and if they're dead, the guards just put a sword straight into their skull to make sure they don't come back. You are all stood here as the fight has just ended. Buhurt has taken a little bit of damage, as well as a guard that was next to him and helping him fight. And there's another guard that is like almost dead, leaning against the wall, holding his hands to his chest, where he's received several slashes. You are all here. What do you want to do? As you're here, the guards are checking that all the zombies are dead, and the priestess of Rasma is also nearby. As you can see a group of guards, along with the town leader of the mages, the archmage of the town, start moving down towards you guys, towards the exit of the tables, with the kin in between them. What do you guys want to do or say? You're here. The kin's coming down. The priestess of Rasma is here. What are you doing?
Somebody should go and check on the guard who's nearly dying.
You're the healer. You go do that. We need to get to the bottom of who caused this undead attack.
Okay.
I could help too. I'm also a healer, so I could try as well.
Good idea, as you've got more credentials than me, got more of a background than me.
Aye, Roman little one, if you could heal us.
Sure, I could do that.
Okay. Well, so do you wanting to heal someone, Joman? You want to do some healing?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh dear, I glitched a little bit. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh,
what are you doing?
Whoa, my
Oh no, it's
computer.
your
It's
computer
like bugged out.
glitching. Today is a day of errors and difficulties.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh dear. Oh,
Oh.
you okay?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what
and
would you like?
ticks.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so I want to heal everybody. Wow.
Yeah, like a big
Want
AOE
to
heal.
heal. Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and use your
Mhm.
your healing spell. If you're gonna do a big AOE, sort of all the injured people gather close to you, and you can go ahead and do a heal. So go ahead
Mhm.
and cast your healing spell. You can roll to see how good you do.
She-
The priestess of Ratma also comes over towards you guys to check on everyone.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll cast the what was it, second spell? It's second level healing spell, right? You said?
It's
Sorry.
up to you which of your healing spells you use. They're all second level, but whether you want to use your spell slot one or your special prepared ones, you go ahead and you want to do the free action heal if you want to do a AOE one. You can go ahead and roll the healing.
And which one was it? Yeah, 3.
So that's gonna heal like everyone around there. It's a big AOE. Okay, so it's not the most powerful healing spell you've ever done, but so Boohurt, you recover 5 hit points. The guards similarly do.
Huh.
Anyone
It
who's
was
hurt
barely a
recovers 5 hit
tickle.
points. So you can go ahead and recover those 5. That was that more than 5?
Amelia just did it. How many hit points did you just give me? Are you sure? Because that looks like I've healed more.
Did you press the blue heart symbol?
Maybe.
Yeah, that
that's
heals
good,
me
he
to
heals
full.
you.
That doesn't heal to 5.
Sorry.
But that's fine because the Priestess of Erasma also, as Jomin heals some of you, she also comes up and also expends a healing spell on you, Boohurt, to extra heal you. So you're healed back to full. She was good to know.
Thank you, priestess. That has helped.
Of course. Thank you. I suppose this is a good time to have Graveguard in town.
Aye. Do we know, did you recognize any of the necromancers? Do we know who caused this attack?
She moves around. It's like, I don't see any necromancers around, just undead. Wherever they came from, whoever summoned them, they were sent this direction without their master. This zombie lord, though, concerns me. They haven't been undead that powerful since the war.
I remember it well.
Too well.
The kin and his retinue start moving through as the body's being pushed aside, and they start coming this way and towards and past you. As the kin calls out, "Wait, hold up! You there, adventurers, Graveguard,
Aye.
right?"
Yeah, that's 2 of us anyway.
Thank you. Without you lot, I don't know how many of us would have survived that attack.
It is our job after all.
Well, you're doing a good job at it.
We do what we must.
Yes. Listen, right, guards, take me back over to the castle and send some retinues down. Check the graveyards. Make sure that there's no wandering undead left. Most of them came from that direction. I hope we can find whoever's at the bottom of this.
Hmm.
You, priestess. I assume you're doing some investigating as a priestess of Pharasma. The priestess sort of steps forward and says, naturally. But whoever summons these undead, I'm sure, has disappeared into the crowd long since. It'll be hard to pick up tracks, but I'll investigate. Good. Good. Okay, guard, back up to the castle. Keep an eye out, look for survivors. And the Kingsguard start moving up through the streets and away.
Matilda would like to suggest something to the king.
Oh, yes?
He says, Your Majesty, as much
yes?
as I probably shouldn't interject, it might be a good idea to, once all the survivors are well, have the guards and maybe interrogate to find out if anyone in the village could be a necromancer. Because it's so hard to, because it's so easy just to emerge and appear like one of the crowd and be a necromancer.
Perhaps. Maybe that is a wise idea. From, tell you what, this here, he pushes forward the mage. My, archmage will tell you what we've discovered so far, if you wish.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty. That would be so helpful.
But, well, Your Majesty, I'm sure we do not need to enlist the aid of random adventurers in order to get to the bottom of this. Allow me to take a couple of inquisitors. No, these adventurers, these graveguard, and these people have clearly shown aptitude and competence. If they are willing to help, which, from what I've heard, some of them are, we will take all the help we can get. Onwards, as he leaves behind the wizard and heads forwards with right. Right. As you see this essentially Gandalf-looking man, big this old human man with a very long beard, who looks quite tall and looks down at you guys. Right. Except for he's like almost as tall as the half-orc. Nowhere near as tall as Dave, but Dave is like massive. It's like, right. I see. And he just sort of looks at you and just holds his staff. Well, information. Is there? I'm sorry, I don't really talk to people much. Is there anything well, you're the Graveguards. What do we do next? He seems a bit lost for he looks very wise, very very old and wise, but he seems a little bit lost for what to do next.
Booher kind of squints at him suspiciously.
What?
You have no idea what's going on or why this has happened, do you?
Well, it's only just happened. I have sent some messages magically to some of my contacts down south of the city to see what they've seen. The response I've had, well, in fact, maybe this will be. So I sent messages to 3 of my contacts down south. One of them didn't respond. A man who I know, who works as an undertaker in the graveyard. I had no response from him. As for the other 2, they did respond. One of them just said he heard screams and then saw zombies running. The other one is a resident down down close to the graveyard. She said that she did see torchlight near the graveyard before the zombie attack. It seems like most of the undead flooded from some of the old catacombs. Apparently, she saw a figure with a lantern walking into the graveyard. I know nothing else.
Chances are they will be long gone now, but we need to investigate the graveyard and the catacombs.
Yes, well, that was gonna be my next step, of course. Now, come now, I am not entirely useless. I'm not useless at all. We've just never faced something of this caliber before. Nothing like this has happened before.
You didn't fight in the war then, did you?
Well, we haven't faced anything like this in the city. No, I didn't fight in the war. No, I was away.
Buhurt glances at Matilda. Well, we have fought undead like this before.
You have now. Well, of course you have.
So perhaps.
You're a grave guard.
Yes, we are gravy.
Gravy.
Gravy?
Right. Well, what would you suggest?
Investigate the catacombs and graveyards. The undead has to come from somewhere. Maybe then we'll find some clues to lead us to the necromancer.
Yes, that sounds great. Sounds like a great plan. Well, I'll have some guards go and investigate it right now.
Competent guards.
Competent guards, yes. Well, I'm sure the captain
As if there are
such a
many
guard
in
knows
Swan.
some. In fact, Fair Shade, as you see, the man who had talked to you before the attack, the man who had asked you all to if you'd be able to investigate the animal attacks happening outside the town. Comes over. This dwarf with the blue braided beard comes over. Like, Aye, I'm here. What do you need of me? We need 2 of your most competent guards to investigate the graveyard. Aye, well, I'll send a couple of the good ones down. Have no fears. As he calls over a couple of two very identical looking halflings, one male, one female, who come over, stand to attention, as he says, you two, get down to the graveyard, see if you can find any trace of this necromancer. Does that satisfy everyone? As the two
Going
guards
to go to the
nod.
catacombs, we need 2 equally competent guards to go to. We need 2 No,
We need to search the catacombs as well.
exactly.
The catacombs. Well, they're all sealed up, so if they did come out of one of the catacombs, they should be pretty easy to figure out which one. Are you planning to do this yourself, or do you want me to send more guards down for it?
We could do. This needs getting to the bottom of. If we don't find the necromancer, there will be more attacks like this. And the next one will be...
Yes, you are right. Well, then we better get to the bottom of it, eh?
Aye.
Well, I'm sure you two know what you're doing. So, for the duration of this investigation, you as members of Graveguard may consider my guards under your partial command.
That's appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Just don't go ordering any of my guards into zombie-infested lairs. You're the ones equipped and trained in dealing with the undead, not my guards.
Aye.
There might be an idea in the future to have the guards trained to deal with undead.
Perhaps so. It wasn't needed after the war. But I guess times change.
Aye.
Yeah,
After the war, we graveyard are few and far between.
yeah.
It's the perfect time for necromancy. It's the perfect time for zombie ambushes.
And one can never be too prepared.
Well, what? I'll let you get to it then. You may consider these 2 guards, as he points to the halflings, under your command, as well as any others. Just he digs his pocket and he hands you, Buhurt, a small metal medallion with the symbol of like the captain of the guard on it. Here, this will symbolize the authority you have been granted for the duration of this investigation.
Thank you very much.
Now I must go and organize some extra guard for the castle. I think it's no coincidence that this attack happened when the king was out and vulnerable. And he walks off with a few of his guards. You are here. The 2 halflings stand to attention before you. Like, sir?
Can you 2 go to the graveyard and investigate the people there about anyone who's been there over the last 48 hours?
Yes, ma'am. Sure thing. And the 2 of them turn on their heels and they walk off in unison down the street.
We should all get to the catacombs and find out which one was broken out of.
Aye.
And we should probably make sure that there was security of the rest of them as well. Because you never know, they might try to break out. The necromancers might strike again and break out the rest of the catacombs.
This is why you don't bury your dead.
Yep.
Dave steps towards I can't remember Dave's voice. While you do that, Dave will go look for surviving zombies to punch.
Yeah, there'll be many survivors, but be my guest. Killing zombies is always worthwhile.
And Dave moves away down some streets, heading south to make check to see if there's any more zombies that need mopping up. Meanwhile, Tazaki's like, I will, I'm going to go in to that tavern and work on my things without zombies. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
I don't think of a very good reason for him, other than no. Let's say Tazaki's gonna like help with repairing any damage. That's what he'll go do.
Oh, Tazaki, can you find out how many catacombs there are?
Perfect timing, because Dave is back. Hello.
Hello there. I run away.
Wow. So what would they? So we can retcon Dave walking away from the group since you're back.
Walking away.
He's walking away to find zombies to punch.
Dave turns back after punching a single zombie.
Oh, I am back. I am back from punching zombies.
Yeah, Dave will come back from punching zombies and meet you
Yay!
guys. So, what is everyone doing at this moment? What's everyone going to do?
Investigate catacombs.
Okay, so you...
Matilda says, first of all, does anyone know how many catacombs are there?
All of you are kind of somewhat new to the city, except for you two graveguards who've been here before.
Okay.
You two
We need to
know.
find one of the guards and find out how many catacombs are there, so we can assign however many there are to the rest of the catacombs.
Tell you what, you two, one of you two, or both of you, out of you two who would have been to say before, can make me a history check. Is there history as a check, right? Is there history?
I think there is.
No, religion,
Thanks.
society, occultism. I don't really see a history. I don't see history skill, but make me a either I'd say society. Sure, a society. Make me one of you make me a society check.
Society.
Out of Matilda and
Okay.
Boohurt, because Jomin, you're new here, so you don't really know. I mean, 11
Okay.
for Matilda. Right. And a 4 from Boohurt. Boohurt,
might-
you don't know. Oh, yes, Jomin?
Oh, I was just gonna say I might have to join Discord through my phone because for some reason when I switch over to Foundry, it messes up it glitches out
Oh, dear.
audio and I can't hear anything. I don't know what's going on, so
Ah.
I might have to do that. If that's okay.
It's okay.
All right.
So, yeah, you can do that. So, Boohurt, you don't know much at all. Matilda, you know that the catacombs are in the graveyard where you sent the guards. You know the catacombs are also in there. You don't know how many there are really. You've never really counted. You just know that that's where they are. You know where they are.
Let's take over. Amelia has a headache, so I'm going to try my best to do Matilda's voice.
Okay.
I am sorry.
So yeah, that's what Matilda
Don't need to be
knows.
sorry.
Oh, I've just remembered. Aren't the catacombs also in the graveyard? Let's head there and go join the guards.
It's the cutest voice I've ever heard. I'm so sorry.
That's a very good attempt, actually. That's a very good attempt at Matilda's voice.
That was adorable.
So, so you two, you three, you're all heading to the graveyard. Does Jomin want to do anything before you guys head down to the graveyard? Bailey Mills
Wait,
is also
who's
heading
going
right.
down to the...
So Matilda and Boohurt are heading down to the graveyard to investigate the catacombs.
Okay.
Are you gonna go with them, Jomin? Do you want to do something else?
Well, where's Dave gonna be?
Dave wandered off to find zombies to punch for the moment.
I don't know. I don't know what gentleman. I'm not sure. Uh-oh.
Yeah, right, it's up to you.
I guess gentleman could go with Dave.
Yeah, okay, so
Hang
Jomin
out.
chases after Dave to catch up to Dave.
Wait for me. Wait for me, Dave. I'm coming.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys split off and head in your separate directions. The two of you start heading towards the graveyard, the other two sort of heading south to find more stuff. So, Jomin and Dave, as you're heading and winding through the streets, you can see, you get to a couple more streets where there are more dead zombies. There are more dead civilians. You get to this one street, you can see, as you're coming on, going past quite a few zombie corpses with guards, you hear some screaming nearby. From a building nearby, from a house. You hear screaming. You can see the door has been broken open, and you hear someone screaming inside.
Time to dash in.
So you dash in, Jomin. You following?
Yes.
Yeah. So as the two of you dash into the building, you follow the screens and you get into this smallish but quite comfortable looking living room. There's a fireplace burning in one corner, and there is in the center of the room you can see a table has been turned over, and there is a woman who is shielding two kids. She's got like a fire poker and she's just swinging it at this zombie that is approaching her with these long claw-like hands. She is bleeding from her one arm that is hanging limply by her side. The other arm, she's just swinging a fire poker wildly at it. As you enter the room, the zombie starts lunging towards her.
Oh, I mean, help them.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, is it a single zombie?
Yes, it's a single zombie.
All right, I'm just. How far away is it?
It's about 10. It's about 5 feet away. No, 10 feet away from you. It's across the room.
Well, I'm just gonna. Why not? I'm just gonna go. Once for rage. Always good.
Rage.
I'm gonna go mad. And after I go mad, I can use Ape Fist.
Yep.
I'm just gonna try to punch its head off.
Okay.
After I move closer to it, of course. Has a 20 hit?
A 20. Yes, will definitely hit it. Go ahead and roll the damage for your Ape Fist.
12
So
fisting damage.
you run forwards and you punch the zombie straight in the back. It flies to the side. It's smashing into the wall. A bit of plaster like comes off the wall. Some of its blood splatters it, and it stumbles up, but it's still alive as it then turns its attention onto you.
Well, as long as people are safe, I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, like what, between it and them?
Yeah.
Okay, Jomin, what about you? What do you want to do? This zombie is standing there. The woman is now hiding behind Dave with her two kids. The zombie is looking towards all of them. And it's been pretty badly injured. What does Jomin want to do?
Well, Jomin can. Oh dear. I heard Draig. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
That's okay. Jomin is going to use his sword, and actually no wait, does he have his swords?
I think your sword is
No,
still being
wait.
worked on, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting every single time. Actually no, Divine Lance.
You want
Divine Lance.
Okay, so you want a divine lance. So yeah, you guys sort of have gone down this road here that you see on the map, and like you're sort of down this way. Like this is the house that you're in. So you are divine lance there. Go ahead and make a divine lance attack. Meanwhile, you guys are heading towards the graveyard, which is over there.
Divine Lance. Good. Attack.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh. Roll damage.
Okay. So
8.
as the zombie is falling back against the wall, it charges forwards, lashing a clawed fist right towards Dave's face. When this burst of divine energy just shoots out from Jomin as he casts the spell, and it blasts the zombie straight in the chest, throwing it back into the wall, with now just a burning, gaping, just like you've incinerated its rib cage, and it falls back, splatters against the wall, and falls to the ground, dead once again.
Woo! Destroyed it.
Some of the plaster from the wall falls over its body. The woman, like immediately drops the poker, and she turns to her kids and is checking on them, ignoring her own bleeding arm, and she turns down and is like, "Are you all right? Are you both okay?" Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, wait. What you mean bleeding arm? She got
You
bitten
can
by a
see,
zombie?
you can see there's like claw marks that have been. Her arm has been badly scratched.
I look at Jomin like,
Doesn't
please.
look like a bite, but it's not a bite, just a
Oh.
big claw.
May I heal you, ma'am?
What? Oh, yes. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Do I have to roll for that too?
Expend the spell, but I won't make you roll for the healing effect. You expend, so use up one of your healing spells, but yeah, you don't need to roll it. You concentrate your divine energy, and you're able to heal the wound in her arm. She's like, oh, thank you both of you so much.
Welcome.
This creature, it burst down the door into our house.
Oh dear. How dare it do that? That's so rude. I'm very sorry that happened.
You saved us. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure.
I'm gonna look around to see if there are other zombies nearby.
Yeah, you look around and you can see that there's an open door that leads to the kitchen, where you can see there is another dead zombie in that one. This half decomposed corpse lying on the ground with a kitchen knife just jabbed into its skull. You can see that door from the kitchen out onto the street looks to also have been busted down.
I would like to escort them to safety, to where the other people are gathering, where the guards are.
Yeah, okay. She's like, yes, oh yes, safety, good, okay, yes, thank you.
I'm just gonna be like, you know that Hulk scene, a giant hand extends, come with me.
She takes your hand and takes her kids' hands. It's like, come on, kids, we're going to safety. What's happening outside? Is the attack over? What's going on?
Not sure. Probably not yet.
Come with you.
We take you to safety, then we visit graveyards.
Yeah. I mean, like, one of the kids is looking at Jomin like, wow, did you do magic?
Oh, sort of.
Wow, can we learn magic?
Sure, I think you can.
Wow. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're cool.
Oh, why thank you. So are you. He blushes a little bit.
Did you hear that, Ma? The magic man called me cool. Yes, darling. I heard. Let's get going. So,
all right.
As you guys escort them back to the town center, where you can see some of the tables have started being pushed away, and injured civilians have started coming into the town center and moving up towards the temple at the end. You can see that there are a few clerics here that are now started tending to the wounded, and there's like guards getting organized and heading off, and they started organizing everything here.
I would like to ask, I will approach one of the guards and be like, excuse me.
Yes?
Have you seen my two friends? One small mouse, one big.
The grave guard.
Yeah, the
Yes,
grave
they went off towards the cemetery just after you left.
Okay, let's go, Jomin. We have to find them.
Okay, coming.
So, you guys started heading off towards the cemetery. Meanwhile, so Matilda and Boohurt, you get to the cemetery. Obviously, before they do, you pass by the Temple of Pharasma and you get to the gates of the cemetery, where you can see there is a bit of carriage here. You can see there are, around the Temple of Pharasma, there are many dead undead. It seems like like they are dead undead lying at the bottom of the stairs around the temple of Pharasma. At any staircase, they are just lying dead at the bottom. There are scorch marks all over their bodies, and you can see some of the clerics and priestesses and paladins of Pharasma are walking around past some of the corpses and have started like moving some of them onto a cart, and it doesn't look like any of them even made it up the stairs. You can also see that there are a few fresher dead bodies, civilians nearby. There are quite a few undead around the gates of the graveyard. Like, it does seem like none of them, like the undead were clearly able to make it throughout the rest of the town because they got up to where you guys were. Not a single undead seemed to have made it up the stairs. Like, it looks like they all died at the bottom of the stairs. There's just piles of dead zombies.
Oh. Gosh.
Matilda and Boohurt, can you could both make me like religion checks?
Whoa.
What's the name of the rolling fours today?
Ooh, yeah, a lot of 4s.
You seem to like number 4.
And a 5, but plus 7, 12.
Not much better. At least you rolled a plus 7.
Boohurt, you remember some, like, it doesn't strike you as too surprising, you know, obviously Pharasma hates undead. And you remember something in your training about, like, temples to Pharasma being protected against undead? You don't remember the details. But as you get to these graveyard gates, you can see the gates have been broken wide open from the inside. They're, as you go in, you can see the 2 halflings just up ahead of you are going, like, looking around at different some of the nearby catacombs, which all appear still sealed. There's many, you can see lots of these.
But Toad says, you two, tell me, how many catacombs are there here?
Well, Mom, we've not really taken a full count before, but a lot.
Okay, I reckon we should do a general count, and then we get, like...
We did discover something, Mom.
Oh, what did you discover?
Over here, Mom. Take a look. As they turn around and they lead you in a direction. You can, if you wish, like you can also, if you wish to look around where you are as well, you can also make investigation checks if you want.
Yeah. I can't find investigation.
Oh no, it would be a perception. It would be perception. Yeah.
Okay.
Too used to D&D.
Yeah. Matilda says, while doing a perception check, we should. Can one of you go back to the headquarters and ask for as many guards as there are catacombs, so we can have one guard protecting each catacomb to prevent any more breakouts?
That might be a hard thing to do. There's a lot of catacombs here, man. We can get some patrols going.
I think patrols are a good idea instead. Yes. Can you go to the the headquarters and establish a patrol?
Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. As the male halfling marches off past you guys and out, while the other halfling, she stands there like, I'll show you what we found when you're ready.
Yeah, if you show us whatever you found.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Would Boohurt also like to make a perception check?
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
I mean,
So, looking around, you can both see that the area around this entrance to the graveyard has definitely there's been a lot of traffic here. There are footprints all over the place. They're sort of dragging the mud. You can tell these are definitely undead from the way they walk. They're sort of, you know, they drag their feet, they shuffle along, or they have like weird jerky movements. Bullhurt, you notice that among all of these, like mostly barefoot or rot and dragged and weird, you know, undead footprints, you notice some footprints mixed in that are hard to see because they're mixed in with the others, but you see boot prints that definitely don't, the gait of the walk, the way they're laid out, they don't seem like they were made by an undead. You can see these boot prints appear to go off away from where all the undead, so you can see the undead appear to come from one direction down the like further away from you, like down sort of that direction, but these boot prints head off in that direction instead, which just happens to be the same direction where the halfling is standing and waiting to lead you.
Pruitt points out, guys, look at these footmarks. I think I found a clue.
Oh yes. Good spotting, sir. What we found is just this way.
Show us.
Do you follow her? As you're here investigating this, as she starts to lead you, if you do follow her, Dave and Jomin do. I'd say arrive at the graveyard.
Hello, you two.
Hello.
Hello, Buhurt and Matilda. You guys okay?
We have made progress on the investigation.
We have found a footprint that's contrary to the rest of the undead.
Ooh,
Dave not know
interesting.
much. Dave
Come
is
with us where we'll find out where they lead. And the
Alright.
guard has something to show us.
Dave does not know much about the dead that walk. That's why Dave follow you two. You two are specials. Just tell me what to punch. I just give a thumbs up and I follow Matilda because she seems the more reasonable one.
You didn't know it was Boo who found the footprints.
I'm joking. I'm Dave is leaving everything to the specialist. They are the grave guard. Like, if anyone knows how to deal with this, it's them. Just gonna try to help and try to not screw things up.
That makes sense.
Okay. So you're all following the halfling.
Mm-hmm.
So as you follow her, she leads you along the same trail that the footprints go to, until you get to a catacombs in the corner that hasn't been sealed yet, and it's definitely not one that's been broken open. It looks like one that was never sealed in the first place. It looks like one of the newest catacombs that hasn't been filled, so they haven't sealed it up yet. And she leads you inside, and down inside into the top floor of the catacombs. You can see there's stairs that go down to another level, but right here she leads you over to one coffin, which the lid has been opened up, and as she speaks, as she goes towards it, we were investigating, found this open place and went inside. Didn't think nothing of it, but then, sirs, we found noticed that this here coffin was a bit open. It wasn't fully closed, so we opened it up fully, and well, take a look. As you can see, inside the coffin are two dead bodies. One looks like it's in a fairly advanced state of decay. It's almost fully decayed. The other one, Actually, no, because it would be recent. So the one, it's slightly decayed. The other body is brand new. It is a human man, quite tall, very old. He's got like fraying grey hair. He's dressed in sort of very dirty clothes with a like overall type outfit. He has a bit of a surprised look on his face, and you can see his throat has been just slashed by, not like by claws or anything. It looks like he had his throat cut.
That's the Undertaker, ain't it?
Aye, it's Dolkak, the Undertaker.
The Necromancer must have ambushed him before they raised their army of undead.
Exactly what I was thinking. I don't know where this accent for her is going. He must, see, me and my brother were thinking that maybe he caught the Necromancer in the act. So they killed him.
Possibly.
And then decided to silence him.
Exactly.
Does the Undertaker have any relatives
I'm afraid not.
or family?
The rest of his relatives died in the war.
Well, we can leave the funerary rites to the priests and priestesses of Pharasma. We'll continue the investigation, but inform the necessary people about this discovery and give him proper funerary rites.
Yes, sir.
Come now.
I'll go and
We'll
do that
continue
right now.
following the trial.
Of course, sir. I'll go do that right now. She poofs off, goes off to do that. Make me perception checks.
That's never good.
Everybody?
Anybody who wants to like investigate or look at the corpse of the dude.
That's 18 for me.
That's pretty good.
I swear with me, it's always 4s and 5s.
Well, that was
There
an
we go.
8.
Yay! Bluehood is always 5,
Right.
Matilda is usually 4, but now it's 8.
Would
You
Joe
can
like
roll
to
in
make?
therapy.
No thanks.
Okay. So, Dave, with an 18, you notice as you look at the body, you notice that on you could notice that on one of his hands there seems to be a faint imprint, like as though like when he was attacked, he grabbed onto something and it's like left an imprint on his hand. It looks to be like some sort of symbol.
What kind of symbol?
Almost like maybe it's like almost like a coat of arms or some sort of symbol like that. It's hard to tell. It's very hard because it's just a very faint imprint. But it looks to be a symbol of some sort of animal head.
I'm gonna point it to the others. Can I determine what kind of head?
You can make me nature or society. You can make me a nature check. You're not from here. Someone who was from here from this land can make a society check.
Oh, I'm stupid as hell.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't know. It's hard to make out because it's a very faded imprint. Matilda. Okay, that's a very good society check. So Matilda, you think you actually recognize this imprint? It's a noble symbol. It appears to be. You think it's a lion head, and this is important because you know that the lion. It looks like a lion head in a circular emblem almost.
Joe
And you-
said to me it's important that
Whoop.
everyone has fun.
Oh,
What?
What was that? What was that?
I don't know what I did. Sorry about that. I misclicked something. I don't know how it works.
But you recognize this as you think it's a noble insignia. You've definitely know there's a noble family which have this sort of insignia, the lion's head, as their noble crest. You can't, with a 22, you'd know a fair bit. Let me bring up a map. You know that, from what you can understand, this insignia is, the lion's head is the insignia of the noble family of, if I can get into the map. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. It is. There's so much stuff. So this insignia belongs to a noble family that live in the region of, if I can load it, I apologize for this. Is load, please. Right, a family that live in the Draig maze region of the land. In that region of the land, Draig maze, which, if I remember correctly, was essentially Dragon Crater or something. It was Dragon something. Dragonfield. You know that one of the families that lives in the capital city of Dragonfield, of the Dragonfield region, has this symbol as their noble crest. They use the lion because they are the Lionheart family, and you believe this symbol is their noble crest.
If I were to guess, I think they attacked the city because they don't like the peace.
See, weirdly, obviously, Draig Maze, where they come from, is also the same region and the same central main city where the Graveguard are based. That's where the Graveguard were formed and where they're based, where they operate out of. And it doesn't make much sense to you because that region and this region have always been on good terms. That region has been on very good terms with most of the South. The Civil War was between the South and the North mostly, with a little bit of infighting down south. But Draig Maze and Traxstill were never at odds with each other. You both also, with Matilda's 16 in that perception, Matilda and Dave both notice something else. On the coffin, on the inside, you notice a little symbol has been painted in blood. It looks like a gravestone with a big crack running through it.
Hmm.
And Dave, this, for reasons you know why, instantly strikes a chord with you.
Now let me just reload the reason why. I think I know why.
So, feel free to discuss. This is all the information that you have learned. Matilda, you've got a fair bit of information there.
Can you please DM me a reminder? It was really a while. Just a small bit reminder.
Yeah, no problem. Feel free to discuss the new information you've learned.
I just point at the thing and be like,
So, feel free Up to you guys.
It doesn't tell me much.
So, what do you guys want to do? You've got that information. What do you want to do?
Right?
Up to you guys.
Matilda points all that out. What's he doing all the way down here? And is he in hiding? Or was he in hiding? If they don't think he has any family?
Am I down there too?
Yeah, you're there too. And Matilda points out the sigil and everything. So you're now up to date on that.
Okay. Sorry, I suddenly
No,
don't
it's okay.
feel very good.
It's okay. What do you guys want to do?
Sorry, I can't think.
I will ask about. They will just out of blue like point at a broken grave and the markings and everything, and he's be like, Dave has a question. Dave not really know much about gods. Is there a god that defiles the dead?
If someone wants to say it, probably the grave guard, you definitely know the answer to this one. And I'm pretty sure there is a god that deals with undeath. Yeah, you of the grave guard, you know there are definitely several gods who deal with undead. You know Orcus is one of the most popular of them, the demon lord of necromancy. You know that you know of okay, now I have to pronounce this name. Mahafada? Mahafada, the Maiden of Mists, who was one of Pharasma's servants before she sort of went a bit crazy and has become a bit of a undead worshipper person. Like the undead people who like undead worship her a bit as like a bit of a defier of Pharasma. There's a few others. None of them, however, have symbols that match this one. Like there's Zuva, the vampire queen, Xiphus, the who's known as the Grim Harvest Man, who is a big enemy of Pharasma. But none of the ones that you know have this symbol as their symbol.
So it's definitely not a necromancy symbol.
At least not one that you know of.
Could it be a new uprising necromancy group?
It might be, but they heard about gods. There be 6 of them, and one of them defiles the dead. Has the same mark as that thing. That's why Dave came to this continent, to kill gods.
Buhut slowly turns to Dave. You came here to kill gods?
Well, yes, but not really. They will reach out to his like bag, and he's gonna take out like a scroll. And this is not a paper scroll. This is scroll made of like leather, of a skin. He's gonna unwrap the scroll. And he's gonna start like mumbling to himself as he reads the runes, and then he goes down there. Yeah, let's see. Ah, there it says. For when you find the evil six, you will know them by their signs. And the first one says, a broken grave will mark one god, defiler of the dead.
Is that a prophecy?
Yes.
And you think this is the broken grave?
They think so. There's also about... Remember when we killed the Bandit King?
Aye.
Remember how one of the crazy ones had the yellow sign?
Aye.
I see here says down there, a yellow sign foretells the next with lines that many read. I think that this might be connected to why Dave is here. If it's so, I think this god might be one you don't know about. And
It could be new, so we need to investigate that family then. But we must be cautious. Prophecies can be fickle things.
A prophecy, of course, a fickle thing. It chose Dave, so Dave has to deal with it.
We all must bear our burdens.
I'm just gonna scroll. I'm gonna scroll down the skin, put it back, till his head. Doesn't really tell me much. I know the signs and how to recognize some. I don't know where to start or how to find. I will have to use your knowledge of the undead.
With those revelations, unless any of the you have something you want to anything else you want to say to Dave or about that, then
That is.
Go ahead.
John was just gonna say that's quite interesting. To be honest,
Perhaps.
I kind of wish that I knew more about necromancy and stuff, but I don't know.
Necromancy is not something you are often easily to. Necromancy is not something easily learned.
I see.
So are you going to tell me that down there to the dragon thingy, no, the lion thingy, whatever is the cat you mentioned, you're gonna tell me the necromancer comes down there?
I have no idea.
I think that's a good place since we're gonna end a little early today, so I think is that a good stopping point?
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
I think some people we're ending a little early today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this short but sweet little session. I think it's good to keep the first session back after a bit, a little short and sweet. I hope everybody enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get back in point. I got a bit rusty there.
Yeah. So, thank you everybody for coming to play. Thank you to our viewers for watching, and we will see you all next time. So, until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.